Market right now is in that de-risking phase at the moment. You can see how Nasdaq is down 1.8% since yesterday, pre-market down 1%, and Bitcoin on the other hand is down 3%, trying a little bit, but obviously it's de-risking. Now guys, in this video, which is only 8 to 10 minutes long, I'm going to show you the reasons on why the market is falling, and I'm going to give you the trades as well. All you need to do is sit back, press the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's go. The first reason on why the market is falling is the war re-escalation. A tanker was hit and attacked at 8 nm east of Lima, which is in the Strait of Hormuz. And obviously, when this happened, the market started to go towards the downside. Equities was leading the dump, and obviously crypto followed. You can also see how there was a massive dump in the Asian markets. Every tech stock in the Asian market was moving towards the downside. This is the heat map of Kospi, which is the Korean index, and you can see how majority of the stocks are down here. 8%, 7%, 6%, 9%, 5%. Why did this happen? Was because of Samsung. So Asian markets wiped out nearly $800 billion in a single day today. Single day. Kospi was down -8%. Rest were like 2 to 2.5%, but main was Kospi. And the reason of this dump was Samsung. Samsung came out with their earnings. The profit was 19 times year on year. 19 times higher than they were expecting, but the stock fell down 8%, which led to a massive decline in the index and the Asian markets. Now, why did this happen? It happened because people started to take profits. It happened because there were oversupply worries, and it happened because right now this AI value chain that we've got, so many AI stocks, which is semiconductors and memory stocks, are extremely overvalued right now. Hedge funds are dumping Asian stocks at the highest pace, second highest pace in June in at least 5 years. In at least 5 years. This is what's happening. People are taking profits, and we continue to trade, guys. Look, we know that Asian stock market is dropping. The US stock market is going down. Bitcoin is in that confusion on whether to go up or go down because you've got correlated assets moving towards the downside. But we continue to trade in this month itself, which is 7 days in July, and we have taken 3 trades. The first was a very good winner. Congratulations if you took it with me. And now we've got Nvidia and copper trade already open. I'm going to be showing you the levels. I'm going to be showing you the charts and the reasons on why I have taken these 2 trades. And I've got 2 more in Pump Fund and Ethereum. I'm going to be giving you those trades as well. First, guys, understand this is a very good chart from Morgan Stanley, which shows how semis SOX index is actually following silver stocks ETF. And this is absolutely crazy if it is true. Semis are going to go towards the downside and all the tech stocks will follow. Now, Morgan Stanley also warned that AI investors are likely to be rotating out of semi stocks and the memory stocks, semiconductor and memory stocks, to AI hyperscalers. Now, hyperscalers are all these, the Mac 7 companies, Nvidia, Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon, all these companies. So these companies are going towards the downside. These companies are already in a bear market. And right now, Morgan Stanley is saying that we investors should be moving from semis and memory towards these hyperscalers. And guys, I am already leading Morgan Stanley because I'm already in this Nvidia trade. I'm going to be showing you guys why I took this trade. So the trade is very simple, which is go from semis and memories towards the hyperscalers. Now, it's important to have a risk management style as well. So I'm going to be showing you that 60% of the tech stocks have entered a bear market territory. Coinbase down 69%, Oracle down 57%, Salesforce down 57%. But you need to make sure that you're choosing the best ones in this tech sector. I know that tech sector is going towards the downside, but this is the time when we are looking for value. So yeah, that is the thing. Nvidia right now is trading at fresh multi-year lows relative to MU, which is Micron, a memory stock, Intel, and AMD. So you can see how Nvidia is trading at fresh multi-year lows. This is the reason why you should be looking at hyperscalers, and this is the reason why you should not be going towards something like semis. Why? Because it's literally at the top. The bubble is going to burst, like the bubble burst in Nvidia, like the bubble burst in Amazon and other stocks. So similarly, semis bubble is going to burst, and you shouldn't be looking towards Micron, Samsung, SKY Hynix, AMD, all these things. Trust me, guys. Okay. So Let's go towards the chart. The first chart I want to show is Nvidia. Now, guys, Nvidia is sitting at a very, very beautiful level. This is an amazing support. It has been a support for a long time now. And before that, it was a resistance for a long, long consolidation. It is sitting above the DMA, the daily moving average 200, which is a very important level, the mother of all moving averages. And in my opinion, it's going to hold. I'm already in the trade. If the trade fails, it's going to hit my stop loss. That is fine because I'm already in profits with the hyper liquid trade as well. So our aim is to, have losses. Obviously, everyone is going to have losses, but we make sure that we are managing our risk at every single interval. No financial advice, guys. So the first stock I want to talk about is Nvidia. Now, we also understand that when Nvidia is sitting at the lowest valuation against all these semis and memory stocks, that is the time you want to be looking at it, right? That is the time when you want to be looking at anything. The second stock I want to talk about is MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy right now is sitting at a major resistance over here. Look, it was a resistance support here. It was a support here in February 2026. It was a support in August 2024. It was a beautiful support in April 2024 as well. So once it breaks out of this level, I'm going to be looking at this stock. So this is what we are looking forward to. Right now, pre-market it's trading at 102.24, which is quite amazing. If it breaks above this level, I'm going to be looking for a tap and a long position. Now, why is it going towards the upside? So yesterday, Bitcoin fell below $62,000 after Strategy announced that they are selling 216 million worth of BTC to fund STRC dividends. And this was the reason why MicroStrategy dropped. This was the reason why Bitcoin dropped. But suddenly, both the things started to move towards the upside. In my opinion, if it breaks out above this level, which is 105, I'm going to be looking for a long position on Strategy. All good, guys. All good. Literally, trust me. We just need to make sure that we're managing our risk. When it comes to Bitcoin chart is super clear. You might have not seen this chart. So since 15th May, Bitcoin has been getting rejected from this EMA ribbon. Look, first rejection, second rejection, third one, fourth, fifth, and this is the sixth time. Is sixth time the charm? Because right now it's trying to take a beautiful support above this EMA ribbon. All right. So you just have to focus on this EMA ribbon on 12-hourly time frame. Open this chart, screenshot it. You just need to make sure that it is taking a beautiful support here. If it takes a support, then it is going to be moving towards the upside. Now, why is okay? Let me show you. Why is BTC showing strength? See, BTC is showing strength while Nasdaq is not moving at all. Why is this happening? Let's talk about it. First thing is, July is always a bullish, not always, majority of the time, July is a bullish month for BTC. And just like in 2018, Benjamin Common says, Bitcoin is off to a good start in July 2026. Usually Bitcoin is strong in July and the weakness shows back up in August and September timeframe. So even if you look at the data in every single bear market, look, July was a beautiful time. 2022, 2018. So July is always good in the bear markets, and this is what we are seeing right now. So that means we can be looking for long positions, and that is what I'm going to do with you guys today. So US was the biggest Bitcoin buyer last week. Last week, US was the biggest Bitcoin buyer. Asia and EU were also net buyers, and this was the reason why market was pumping, and we can continue to see that this week as well. Monday was the same. Today it's going to happen as well. Asia wasn't so good, but Europe has been good in terms of BTC gains today. Now, another focus point is the ETF. Bitcoin ETF buyers are finally showing up after nearly a week of persistent outflows. Yesterday closed with 265 million in net inflows, and this is the highest in last 1 month. Absolutely amazing, guys. This is what shows you that there is demand in the market. This is what shows you that this uptrend can continue towards the upside because we are above the EMA ribbon too. Now, guys, moving ahead, Coinbase Premium has been negative for 60 consecutive days now. This is going to become positive as well. And once this becomes positive, there is going to be a little bit of FOMO. Market is going to move towards the upside, and we will be in happy positions. Why? Because we are looking for long positions right now, and we'll continue to look for long positions until the time we see that there is something bad happening. Yesterday, Bitcoin fell. Bitcoin was actually trading at around the same level, which it is trading right now. But Saylor then announced the BTC sale, and Bitcoin fell from the $63,000 level to 61K level, and then Trump came out and actually pushed Bitcoin towards the upside. He said that BTC could be included in Trump accounts, and that is when Bitcoin pushed towards the upside. You can also see how yesterday White House came out and said that the US government is working to structure its strategic Bitcoin reserve and crypto stockpile. This is a good news, guys. This good news actually pumped the markets. This good news can actually pump the markets, continue to pump the markets. Talking about pump, I want to talk about pump fun. Why? Because this is forming a beautiful trade. The chart is looking really amazing. Why? Because look at this. Support, 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 support. All of this was a support as well. This is massive, more than 100-day range. Okay, this is a massive more than 100-day range. And then it was a resistance, 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 and right now the price is flirting with this resistance. And if the price breaks out with high volume, gives a retest, then this is a beautiful long position on pump fund. This is the trade I wanted to show you guys. Apart from Nvidia, this is the trade I want to bet big on. No financial advice, guys, not bet on, because I actually use same amount of capital on every single trade. I'm going to be taking this trade on Bitfunded as well as my real account. So my thesis is pretty simple, which is break towards the upside, take a nice support, and then continue its trajectory. So that is the first trade, guys. The second one I want to talk about is Ethereum. Ethereum currently is sitting at resistance as well, very similar to what is happening with pump fund. I want to see a nice breakout here, a retest, and then continuation towards the upside. Very simple. It's an easy price level target that we're keeping of the double bottom. Let me check. So if you keep the target like this, from the bottom until the neckline, the target is going to be around 2176, which is 20%, 20% move towards the upside. I'm not saying that, it's going to move 20%. I'm not saying that, but we will definitely take the breakout and retest trade on Ethereum. I come here and make videos every single day, guys. So you don't have to worry. Also follow my Twitter, because all the alpha updates are there, because I can make video for 10 minutes, but I'm always online there. And you can comment your questions as well under this video. I'm going to give you all the answers on why I'm taking these trades, what am I doing. The last one I want to talk about is Solana. Solana has already broken out. Look, we're talking about Ethereum to break out. We're talking about pump fund to break out, but Solana has already broken out. And in my opinion, it has to give a retest of $75 level. And that is going to be my trigger. $75 is going to be my trigger on Solana with a stop loss of around 3.5%. So this is a pretty high conviction trade. It's forming a bull flag on LTF, but in my opinion, it's going to come down to $75 level. This is a beautiful support over here. Look at that. It's going to reclaim this level and then move towards the upside. The final chart I want to show you is the AI inference trade. While everyone is focusing on Venice, I've been talking about this spot token a lot, Dolphin token a lot. It's already up 2x. If you took it with me, congratulations, guys. If you did not, wait for a dip. And I really feel that, and my study says this, that pod, which is Dolphin, is a very beautiful, very good project. Why? Firstly, the buybacks they do. Secondly, they've got their own models. They're not a front end, fancy looking front end like Venice. Dolphin actually have their own models and they're working in deep end. So they have value accrual to the token. This is the main thing. Now, guys, make sure that you're liking the video. Comment if you have any questions. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Until then, take care. Bye bye.